sick. Just sick. I'm gonna post the link about this. The sheriffs had their press conference thing about this guy they call Mexico who murdered this dude who was apparently, well, the first time I guess he was told, "Dude, this gross, stop," or whatever. He was the victim who died through the however the guy murdered him was warned, and then I guess allegedly a second time. Now he beat this the murderer beat this guy up, and then I guess a third time. Finally, he's like, "That's it. You know what? He just went ahead and killed the guy." So this situation happened at, well, it's kind of near to my heart because obviously I'm from Cleveland, and the Cleveland Indians, now I guess they're the Guardians. This is Winter Haven. They used to play their spring training games out in Goodyear Ballpark in Arizona. But there's some place called Eloise Eloise Campground. These people that the sheriff fucker. And what's wrong with the sheriff, Jason? I'm getting to that right now. Called homeless, which, by the way, listen, I'm a man who I love to be referred to as homeless. Okay, I've been this way my entire life. I've only really learned about my nomad lifestyle in the past decade and talking more about my homeless lifestyle. Which, yeah, okay, fine. Most people, in their white supremacy idea. Jason, you've been, doing all these videos here at your. Let me go lay down for this. Here, your condo in Daytona Beach. I'm looking out the window. I'm gonna just show you my home that people call home. But anyway, yeah, that's the beautiful view of the pool and golf course a little bit. I mean, this is just one place where I've been staying. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other people who are also homeless. Like obviously John D. Rockefeller. I look up to a lot of what he did and how way he expanded. What we eventually knew as Standard Oil. Well, you're probably still doing business with them in the names of whatever gas company you're going to. But then of course you got other people. Who else is homeless? Elon Musk talks about it all the time. He's a nomad. He slept on the factory floor of Tesla for like 3 years until about 2019, and then of course there's a very important part of this whole case, which these sheriffs, it shows how fucking naive these motherfuckers are. And of course, Elon Musk was known to just hang out at random friends' houses and just wander in terms of the growth of Tesla at that time, and obviously SpaceX. But then of course you got, okay, well then fine, we'll still get more like many people go to Walmart. Okay, so the president and CEO of Walmart. Okay, so he's been known to talk about how he's been homeless because he's on an airplane so much, and he's and a lot of professional athletes are homeless. They're traveling, going from hotel to hotel. Now I love to talk about. I've done island hopping, and hotel hopping, and I love Airbnb, which came from the couch surfing. I love couch surfing. Yeah, great. Is couchers.org. Okay, check out couchers.org, couchsurfing.com. I had the great privilege and pleasure of hanging out with and meeting many people from different countries, and obviously, here in the United States of America. I've slept in my car dozens of times. First time ever was in Oregon. I think it was, like going down the PCH 101. Oh my God, it's beautiful, but it's like, dangerous, right along that cliff. And it was just south of, like near Cannon Beach, just even south of there. So way south of Portland. Like way before you get into California, though, going southbound. I just was too tired one time. That's where it started. Yeah, 20. Like I think it was November 2016. Yeah. So obviously here in Florida, car. I've done this, thing of dog sitting. I love it. It's homeless, y'all. It's considered homeless in this country. These people who were at this Eloise campground thing or whatever, okay? You're going to listen to this press conference thing, and I'm telling you right now, there was drugs involved in this, okay? They're calling themselves homeless, but they're transients, okay? They've got their home. There's probably a mom or dad somewhere who would take them in, but they don't want to put up with their drugs. It's typically what it is. I've had many people off the streets and homeless people stay right here in my condo. And a lot of these people are indeed looking for places. They're looking for sober living places. I've done the sober living places too. It's nice that, hey, you know what? We're not going to put up with alcohol here on premises. Here at the condos, I smell weed outside. I don't need to smell that, okay? And then, of course, I can, at the pool even, I can smell people drinking. I can smell the vodka, all right? So I don't know what the deal is with regard to the sheriff guy in Winter Haven area. Why the hell would they just put up with this thing? This thing was related to drugs. I can see right through it. First of all, secondly, that the guy acts like the speaker here. He acts like these people were just randomly homeless, and therefore, the police in there searching, looking for the suspect, and this was not, oh, we went into their homeless campground area and we tore up a lot of different things. We really disturbed them. No, these people there's a reason why they were out at that forest or jungle. It's because they were hiding their drugs. Now, don't get me wrong. It may have been one of those things because it was a nudist camp. There's a lot of nudist resorts out there. I don't know. We don't know the situation and what really went on there. We didn't hear all the evidence, but I'm telling you, there's a lot more going on here. And one of the questions from one of the reporters was, did the suspect, Mexico they called him, Richards, or I don't know, work alone? Was he? No. I'm telling you right now, this was not a one-man operation. Under the guy's own admission, 3 times is what it took to finally finish the guy off. The first time he got a warning. Second time he beat the guy up. And then fine. So the thing is, why didn't these people report this stuff to the sheriff's office or police or whatever you call it? Auburndale's another area. Now Auburndale's off of 75. I've gotten off of that exit before, and you've gone one exit down. You can see a sign that says Auburndale or something like that. So I think that's not too far from 7. I don't know the area, but it's gross. It's disgusting. But it shows you how. I'm not going to say incompetent, but the naive these fucking sheriff people are, and all police. It's sick. This was not a one-man job. And by the way, the victim had more than 30 felonies. This is where the government is fucked up. It's like, okay, after probably, I can understand maybe 3 or 4 felonies, but after 5 or 6 felonies, you started, and the guy was on probation. So it's like, where the fuck is the probation officer not questioning these things? Well, we didn't work our rehabilitation program here in Florida, and this is just all America, by the way. We had the highest crime rate in the entire world, the United States of America. There's nobody even close in every single crime statistic, every category you can think of, imaginable. Where the hell have these POs been, and even the corrections officers? How the hell you didn't get this guy rehabilitated after the 10th time and the 15th, the 25th time? More than 30 felonies on top of that. The actual murderer had all kinds of shit going on too. Felonies. Dozens of shit. Come on, y'all. This is how bad this is. They couldn't figure this guy out, many times ago. And the whole masturbation thing, that's a sex violence crime, okay? He was not pleasuring himself, as the speaker was trying to say. Oh, he was pleasuring himself. How do you know he was pleasuring himself?